Role morality. Organizational pressures can cause even good people to act unethically. For example, a man was injured in a car wreck and sued the driver of the other car. The other driver's insurance company demanded that its doctor examine the injured man. When the doctor did, he discovered the man had a life-threatening brain aneurysm. But the doctor didn't tell the man because the information was damaging to the insurance company. So why would a doctor keep this vital information secret? Clearly, the doctor viewed his job as protecting the insurance company's financial interests. Hippocratic oath be damned. This is what ethicists call role morality.
We do have multiple roles in life, that we are children, we are sisters, brothers, leaders, teammates, friends, students.
Being a student and an athlete and a father figure at home, and just any role I choose to put myself in, there's a certain ethic code that comes with it and a certain change that is bound to happen.
Role morality involves acting in ways that we know are unethical, but because we're acting on behalf of our employer or team or client, we view our actions as okay. We give ourselves permission to harm others in ways we know are wrong simply because of the role we're playing at the time.
I know, like being a student athlete, you can't be an athlete without being in a classroom. You can't just say, I'm coming here to play sports. You have to do both.
When I'm in the classroom or when I'm in regular, like day-to-day life, my mind is not the same as it is if I'm gonna go play a game. It's just like different.
Research by sociologist Robert Jackal found that many corporate employees segregate their personal beliefs from the ethics of their workplace. As one executive said, what is right in the corporation is not what is right in a man's home or in his church. What is right in the corporation is what the guy above you wants from you. That's what morality is in the corporation.
I just have a lot of roles, and a lot of those roles kind of intertwine sometimes, and that kind of makes things difficult.
I can't do the same thing that every student does. I have to sacrifice time towards my academics to put them into my athletics, because I'm not just here to be a student, I'm here to be a very successful athlete.
A decision that I wouldn't have made as a student is like skipping a class and deciding not to go. But as an athlete, I may decide to skip that class if I needed to get ready for an event sooner, or sometimes I'll go sit and I'll go get recovery done instead of going to a class.
As in the corporate world, role morality can lead to unethical behavior in the world of sports. For example, Chris Correa, acting as a loyal front office employee of the St. Louis Cardinals, hacked into the Houston Astros webmail system to steal competitive information to help his team. Did Correa ever illegally hack websites for personal gain? There's no evidence of it, but in his role as a loyal employee, he did just that.
Especially in elite athletics, when you get to this level, people get very caught up in their sport and they kind of make their identity about their sport.
I totally feel myself switching into different roles.
It's like a flip of a switch.
There's definitely been times where people have, like teammates have kind of stepped over the line to kind of assert their role as the loyal teammate, where it might have been ethically not the best thing to do.
Research shows that athletes in team sports are more accepting of doping and other forms of cheating than athletes in individual sports. Perhaps athletes' willingness to ignore their own morality in order to fulfill their role as a loyal teammate explains this difference.
I think the role that I play, like as an athlete, definitely influences my decisions. We get talked to a lot about the way that we're seen by people that are non-athletes and the amount of eyes that we have on us at all times as athletes. So I have to be very wary. Me and my teammates have to be very wary when we want to post something to social media, or the way we act in a class, or the way we act when we're at another sporting event definitely influences the way that I have to act.
Whatever our circumstances, if we wish to live a life that we can be proud of, we'd be wise to look out for the influence of role morality on our thinking, decisions, and actions. Whether we're athletes, managers, coaches, or fans, we can strive to be guided by our own moral compass, regardless of whether we're on the playing field, in an office, in the classroom, or at home.
I try to lead by example. That's the role I feel like my parents gave me growing up as the oldest brother.
Whether you're on or off the track or inside the classroom, outside the classroom, you hold a certain expectation of yourself.
I'm like one student athlete, and I can kind of make my decisions based on what I think will be best for me and my education and my athletic career at the same time. They can benefit each other instead of having to be two separate roles.